Is Battlefield 6 a good Battlefield game? Well, the simple answer for it is yes. But, well, how do I know this? Well, for me, it's very easy. I just play and ask myself if I'm having fun. Now, I can say that the same was actually also in the beta. I didn't need to think about it too much. In Battlefield 2042, I immediately felt it, like, I don't know, like 30 minutes in, minutes in, that something is wrong with the game. And eventually, also the map design. And eventually, after a week, I just stopped playing it. Yeah, that's how, and I'm a huge fan of Battlefield. So just dropping another Battlefield game, knowing that it's going to be years until I'm going to play the next one. Or, I mean, I'm going to play the previous one, but here and there. But I really want a new Battlefield game. This was a big disappointment. So, at the end of the day, yeah, there are lots of features, guns, shooting is cool and all this stuff. But the most important thing, in my opinion, are the maps. The maps really dictates whether the game will be fun or not. It's such a crucial, important part of the game. Of course, it's not just the map, it's the combination of how certain maps and certain zones of the map play for certain gameplay modes. And I can say that straight out of the bat, it's actually designed very well. There are many game modes that I actually enjoy playing. I don't feel like, alright, this is really a bad map that I don't enjoy playing. They are designed very well to support the gameplay modes. Game modes, I'm saying gameplay modes. The other thing is that for players not to feel that frustrated is also the balancing of the weapons and the pace of the game. Now, I already see many people complain that this feels like kind of well, some people call it a mid grinder. And I do agree there's certain situations, certain game modes that this is indeed the case. Now, I also think that to some degree in certain game mode, this is supposed to cater to also Call of Duty games, those who love fast-paced type of Call of Duty gameplay. And in certain game modes, this will be the case. Whether it's for other game modes, no. There are some game modes that are much slower. But it doesn't mean that all of the maps are great. Because there are some maps that don't really feel great for certain game modes. But in general, it's done well. Honestly, I don't expect them to nail everything right. It wasn't like that in previous Battlefield games that I liked. Like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 3. And the fact that you have the option actually to choose the game mode and also maps allows you to play your favorite maps of your choice. Now, in terms of time to kill, I think this is good. Because there are many times where I actually get hit. I have even time to kind of react back to people shooting at me. This means that it's not super fast that, well, I have nothing that I can do. Also, you can actually avoid if you kind of run and try to get cover. You have the option to get a few bullets, but you won't die instantly. Well, except for maybe a sniper rifle to the head, but that's expected. In terms of kit for the various classes, although I haven't played everything, I haven't unlocked everything. It takes time, by the way, to unlock. And this is, by the way, one criticism, or negative criticism, that it takes a lot of time to unlock. There is also a positive part to it, that you feel like you kind of own your class and own your weapons, because you put work into it. So in some way, you feel like, all right, I actually got it, and not many players might have the same kit that I have. I really put quite a few hours in order to get it. Some might be against it, some not, but I don't have a problem with it. Also, in the long run, you're going to see that once you are playing, aside from the challenges and everything for XP, you're going to feel that you have something to do rather than unlocking everything. Again, there will always be people who are against it. There will always be people who are going to find it that is actually good. I personally have no problem with it. Now, the other thing regarding vehicles, of course, there are maps with lots of vehicles and it's super fun. People asked that in the beta, but of course, they didn't reveal everything in the beta. And it's great. Weapons, vehicles, driving seems well designed. There are no issues with it, where you're playing as a chopper or as a gunner or playing as a tank, which I did quite a lot. It feels good. It feels balanced. It feels like the good old Battlefield 3 in that specific aspect. Now, they brought, of course, Operation Firestorm. For some reason, I don't know if it's because I forgot about it, but there weren't any single moment that a sniper actually shot on the mountain. Maybe, I don't know, but I actually even pay attention to that mountain. So maybe they made some modification to that map? I'm not sure yet. But one thing was missing for me, and I know people will hate me for this, but I miss Metro. I mean, not by the sense that, just the map, very tight mid-grinder map, but the fact that I really enjoy the more enclosed area of the map. And here, based on all the maps that I played, it's open. It's all wide open. And I really enjoy kind of the underground feeling and getting out. There was something about it, and certain maps, by the way, in Battlefield 2042 also has this, that they felt fun. It was just everything open, and the thing is that this is something that I really want to, but there isn't anything that can be called similar to that here. But maybe you're just saving this for future maps. And I really haven't jumped into a portal a lot. Probably going to do it today or tomorrow. So overall, looking at the various mixed reviews also on Steam, I personally find this game to be good. Whether this is made me fall out of my seat, no. But I also know that the nostalgia also kicks in when I play a game like that. So I try to balance it out, and overall I think it's a good Battlefield game, especially compared to the previous to Battlefield 2042. So whether you're playing casually or more hardcore, I think the game designed all around well. I really want to see more interesting maps when it comes to well design. I mean, come on, it's all about the maps at the end of the day, right? I mean, you can put anything on top of it, but the maps are what makes it exciting. The design, the pathing, and I just feel like that I want something more unique and interesting, not just open field with buildings in there or just a mountain here and there. I mean, seriously, just be creative. Why it's so hard to make something like that? But I will sit on something that, well, they're just saving maybe the best for last, or something that better for the middle, something like that. So overall, I'm pleased with Battlefield 6. Thank God it's not going to be something that I just want the Battlefield game to play, and I'm just happy that we have a good one. And basically that's it. I'm just happy and I enjoy it. I want a bit more, yes. Hopefully they are holding some cards for later release for DLC, and basically that's it. So if you're kind of on the line, not sure yet, compared to Battlefield 2042, this is just a huge difference. But I can tell you one thing for sure: it doesn't have the impact that Battlefield 1 had, for example. I have to admit here, I want to be honest with you. I really wanted something that is not just Modern Warfare, because seeing something that's just different area, it just make it so fun and cool to play, rather than jumping that the same old modern weapon that you're kind of familiar with in other games. I think this is why Battlefield 1 was such a huge game, because of course both the map design and the weapons and everything, and of course the map design was designed to match the era, so it was really felt unique and fun. And this is what kind of inspired them to create more interesting map because they can't just create a map like that you see here. And this is really felt kind of a generic map. I have to be honest with you, this is not an exciting map to play. I mean, designed well, more or less, in terms of pathing and areas, but it's not an interesting map. It's a boring map to look at, and overall, it's not really exciting. Yeah, and basically these are my thoughts. Overall, I think it's worth it. It's not like really great, but it's very good Battlefield game in general. It's either below Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 3 for me, but definitely better than Battlefield 2042. Thanks for watching.